Yes, sir.
Yes. Anyway, we are going to complete the entire chapter for term 1 by this week. Okay, this week we will complete everything. So kindly understand and finish your classwork notes. Okay, right. Is the screen visible, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so kindly listen the program and tell
Sir.
me the solutions. Okay, in the Python tutor website, kindly listen then me the solution. Okay. So I am creating the variable in a variable one var1 and storing the string information technology. Okay. Then I am storing the second variable 2 and storing the string computer science. Okay. So these two variables I am going to use. So kindly tell me what is the output for this one. Okay. Students, what is the output for this one?
So computer science, information technology.
Yes, computer science, information technology. Okay, so it will concatenate two strings. Okay, so the plus operator is working as a concatenation process. Okay, so now you tell me what is the output for this one. Print variable 2 into star 3.
So it will print computer science three times.
Yes, computer science will be repeated for 3 times, right? Very good. So then variable 1 dot upper. Friends, what is the output for this one?
So it will change the information technology into capsules.
Yes, all the characters to capital
Capital
letter.
letter.
Okay. So then the next one, capitalize. Variable 2 dot capitalize. Students, what is the output for this one? Capitalize function. Students, what is the output for capitalize function? Variable 2 dot capitalize. This one. That will change the sentence's first character. Okay. Sentence means a group of words which end with a dot. Okay. So that will change a first character of the sentence to capital letter. Okay, then this title case will convert every word's first character. Okay, so capitalize where to means this is a where to, so it will change the C alone a capital. Okay, remaining everything will be small, but this title case will convert the C capital and the S capital because this is a different words. So this title case will give you output like this. And lower is another function like upper that will convert all the characters into small letters. Okay, lower case alphabets. Okay. Then swap case also another function that will change according to the input. If it is a small letter, it will change to capital. If it is capital, it will automatically change to small. Okay, that is a swap case. Okay, so that we executed on Saturday. So kindly practice do this kind of programs, okay? Because we need a practical outputs. Okay, we need to verify those things. So kindly students verify with your own program. You can give whatever you need in an input and try to get the outputs. Okay, so first one, it concatenating two strings. first string where 2 is the first one, next only where 1. Okay. Then where 2 star 3, computer science will be replicated for 3 times. Okay, repetition. Then uppercase, see information technology, uppercase. Then title, sorry, capitalize, you see here only the first character, C alone capital. Okay, then title case, you can see the difference between these two. Here, the last one, capital C, capital S. Okay, title case will convert every word's first character to be capital. Okay, students understood everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So kindly note down there is a difference between title and capitalize, and don't confuse with the capitalize and the uppercase. Okay, because during exam, students they will ask you for the confusion. Uh, because we will going to attend the objective type of questions. Okay, so they will give options. Don't confuse yourself. Okay, so kindly clearly understand the concepts, and for that understanding you need a lot of practice. Okay, so up to this we completed in the last week. So now we are going to see the next two topics. So first one, check if a substring contains in a string. Substring means we can check the particular string. You need to check any text that is present in the entire string or not. Okay, how to check means, for checking itself you need a operator called a membership operator. Okay, that we discussed during the data handling. Membership operator. What are the membership operators, students? Anyone remember? In, not in. Okay, so this is a operator used for checking the availability, whether the particular value is available in the sequence or not, or anything. Okay, so in and not in operator is used for checking the substring. Okay, so in operator will give you true if it is available. Okay, if it is not available means it produces false. Okay, then its opposite is not in operator. Uh, um, okay, so we will check now. Students audible? I am audible.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes. So see here, I am going to check this one. Take in where 2. Okay. The same thing I am going to check in the where 1 also. Okay. So now tell me, students, what will be the output for these two print statements? You can check any substring in the original string. So string means the entire string. Substring means any part of the string. Okay, in is a part, form also a part of the string. So that part is called a substring. Okay, we can check that substring continuous characters. You can check it in the sequence. So now tell me, students, if the text is available in the where2 or not. Is there any
No,
word,
sir.
any substring? So if it is not available, so it gives you the output false. Okay. So now we are checking the same word in the where1. Okay, this is a substring. We are going to check in the where1. So where1 thing is information technology. So if the tech is available or not here. So if it is available, see tech is available here. So it returns true. Okay, so this is how we can check the availability. Okay, so checking substring contains in the string or not. Okay. So how to check the availability means, see take in where2, there is no substring like this, so it produces false. Okay. So next one, here we are checking in the tag where1, so it is available, so it produces the output true. Okay. So by using this you can uh, give any program. Okay. Understood, students? So instead of this
Yes.
program, I'm going to use the next one. See here. If, if tech in var1, okay, if tech in var1, we can print it is available. Okay, so we can give the condition also by using this kind of things. Okay, because anyway, this condition will give you true. If true means it will execute the true part, that is the if part. Okay, otherwise it will go for the else part. So we can do program also with this kind of operators. Okay, understood, students? Students understood or not? Depending upon your
Yes,
requirement,
sir.
you can give the
Yes,
program
sir.
like
Understood.
this. Okay, so see here the same program. I'm just to change it some coding. So now I'm checking this condition. So, okay, so if it checks and see here it going for the fourth line because this condition is satisfied and gives the answer true. So if true means that is successful. So it's going to print this if statement, that is it is available. Okay, suppose if you are checking in the var2 means definitely it will produce false, so it will go for the else part. Okay, so I just changed here the variable var2. I'm going to check the tech. Okay, so it going to check in the var2 and it produces false, so it goes for the else part and the answer will be it is unavailable. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. So kindly tell me, students, now tell me. So what will be the output for this one, students, this program?
Sir, it is available.
It is available. Okay, PUT, put in variable 2. So see where is put available. So see here PUT is available. Okay, so it returns true and output will be it is available. Okay, so depending upon our requirement of the program, you can do whatever. Okay, so you can just print true or false, or you can print this kind of output. You can give the conditions in the if statements. Okay, understood, everyone?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, very good. So then next program, that is a same kind of checking only, but this time we are going to check the substring in the original string by using find method. If it found means, if the particular string is available means, it will return the position, that particular position of the string. Otherwise, it will, if not found means, it will return -1. Okay, -1 will be the answer for not finding the value. Always -1. Okay, so see here, uh, print var1. Okay, that is the variable I am going to find. What I am going to find means, okay, form. So it will check the form in the particular variable. If it is present means it will return the position of the f. Okay, where the form starts, no, so it will give you the output, the position of the f. Okay, so now tell me, students, what will be the output for this one, the first statement?
Sir, 2.
Where is form located? 2. Okay, so 0 is I, 1, 2. So the answer will be 2, right? If it find means it will give you the particular location of the character. Okay, otherwise it will produce -1. Okay, so I'm going to check where to find of part. Okay, students, is it available POT in the where to?
No, sir.
Not available. So it is unavailable means it will produce -1. -1 will be the answer for unavailability. Okay, so I will execute this. Kindly note down these programs. See, the two variables we created. The first one we are checking the thing, and the f starts at 2. Okay, so 2 means any positive integers 0, 1, 2, 3. Any numbers means definitely that is present and it returns the index value. Okay, if it is not present, see the fourth one, it is not present means whenever it is unavailable, it will produce the -1 as the answer. Understood, everyone? -1 for unavailability. If it is available means it will give the exact location where it starts now. It will give the location. Okay.
So it gives only positive indexing also.
Yes, it always the default indexing question is positive indexing. So kindly tell me now the another one. So students, now tell me what is the output for this one. Third line and the fourth line. What is the output? Students, anyone tell
So
me bro?
12. So 12 for third line, sir.
Third one 12.
Yes, sir.
See, here I am searching Techo, Techo, but there is no word is Techo. Okay, so see, THNO is there, not O. Okay, so for third one, it will return -1, not available. But this fourth one, R space SC. So it is available here. So what is the location of R?
So 7.
7. Yes. So if it found means it will give the location, not found means it returns -1. Okay, clearly understand. The third one, it is not present. Don't confuse. You take a time and find the solution. Okay, kindly understand the concept clearly and do it well. Okay, kindly note down, students. Eh, students, everyone noted pa? Students, respond me. Everyone noted or not? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So we will go for the next topic. The next topic we see. So just now we completed this in operator and find function. Okay. So next one we are going to see the iterate through a string. Okay. Iteration. Okay. It is also called as string traversing. Okay. Kindly note down. They will ask in the exam like string iteration or iterate through a string or string traversing. So string traversing means accessing every character of the string. Okay, accessing every character of the string using for loop. Okay, for loop we already know in the control statements. So this traversing will come for all the data types hereafter: string, list, tuple, dictionary. Okay, this everything is a sequence data type, that is a collection of many items. Okay, so if we want to access all the items one by one, we can process using the for loop. That is the concept traversing or iterating. Okay, we already know iteration. That is a iteration statement or a looping statement. Okay, so this iteration through for loop, we can process all the characters. How to do? So see the program. See simply for I in range we already used, no, like this. For I in variable you have to use. What is the variable we need to give? The string variable 2. Okay, if I use the variable 2 means the computer science will be given here, and every time we'll process if, one by one character starts from the first character. Okay, so whatever you need you can print here. Okay, I'm going to print I. Okay, just I'm printing I. Okay, that's all. This is the program for traversing a string. Okay, string traversing. So see here the output. It will process every character one by one. Okay, so variable 2. Now I'm going to process only variable 2. That is a computer science. Okay, so see what will happen. First iteration it detects only C. You understand here the output, students? Here first iteration the I will be stored with the variable C. So see here the output C. The next one O. Next iteration M. Next character P. Next U T E R. Like this it will process every character by using for loop. Understood, students? This is the concept iterating through a string or string traversing. Very simple coding for in sequence. Okay, we can specify the sequence here. Now our sequence is string. Okay, so you have to mention any variable here. Understood, students?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So now we will see one program. Okay, so by using this, kindly understand and integrating with all other features. Okay, whatever we discussed before, kindly understand the question. So the same input we will take. Okay, the same input we will take. What is the program means? Write a program to display all the characters, all all the characters, and one more condition is E. Whenever it sees E, that should be in the capital letter, and E should be in capital letter. Okay, this is the condition we need to use capital letter or uppercase. Okay, whenever the E comes, that E should be converted into uppercase. Okay, understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here in this input, how many E is available?
So 3.
3. So, okay. So at that time only, it have to convert that E into capital letter. Okay. So how to convert that particular character to capital? What is the function, students? Is used to convert into capital letter. Students,
Sir, upper.
upper function. Very good. So now tell me, students, how to do this one. What is the change we have to do here? We need to display all the characters, but E should be in the capital letter.
Sir,
Tell
can we
me, Pa.
give the index value and upper?
No, we have to process everything because we are not at all going to process only this computer science. Okay, whatever the input we can give. Okay, so otherwise I will give you instead of this computer science, I'm going to process by getting the input from the user. Input, enter a string. Okay, so here I'm going to give the input. So you cannot know, you don't know where is E present. Understood? We are going to process everything and we need to give the condition whenever it sees the E, then only it have to convert that particular E into capital. So now tell me, students, anyone, students, any idea? So condition we are giving means condition means what we have to remember. You should definitely remember we should include if statement. If is the thing we can give the condition. Okay. So anyway we are going to process everything. It will process one by one. But we are going to give the condition here if I equal to E. Okay, this is the condition. If it satisfied means we are going to print I dot upper. Understood? If it not satisfied means we are going to print directly the I. Okay, that is the program. But whenever it is satisfied, no. So after processing this, no need to print this I. Okay. So we are going to give continue also here. Continue means it will take the control to the next iteration. That is the next character it will take. Okay. This is the program for this question. Okay. So I will execute and show you. So the input I am going to give. See here, first step it is asking the input. Enter user input. Okay. So see here, the input is the programmer. The programmer. So here we given a
Yes,
E
sir.
also. Okay. So see here, I'm going to process this string. This is the input. Enter a string. I given the input the programmer. Okay. Now it going to process now. So see here, every character will check with this condition. If it is not satisfied means it will go here. Okay, if it is satisfied means it will convert into uppercase and print. Okay, so see here the output, it printing everything. Students see the output. When it sees E, no, so it immediately it going inside the if condition and converting into capital letter. Okay, so now again the next character, next. So it will continue up to all characters, but whenever it sees E, that E will be changed to capital letter. Students understood? Students, everyone understood?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. So
Yes,
this
sir.
is
Good,
how
sir.
we have to integrate all the concepts in the program. Okay, because they won't ask the simply how to explain or give the program for string traversing or checking the substring. Give the example. They won't ask like this. They will definitely give these kind of programs. Okay, so you have to think and give the solution using whatever we learned by using the string manipulation concepts. Okay, so we discussed a lot of concepts. Okay, so you have to understand the question first and you have to use the proper function which will give our required output. Understood, students? So you need to think logically. Kindly, students, improve your thinking power by doing a lot of practice. Okay, without practice, you cannot do this kind of programs. And there is no one solution for one program. That is the second thing you have to remember and try to give solutions differently. Okay, everyone note down, students. Students, everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Yes. Good. So I'm going to give one homework for you. Kindly think and answer. Okay. Write a program to display the alternate characters to capital. Alternate characters. Understood, everyone? Alternate characters to uppercase. Alternate characters in capital letters or uppercase letters. Okay. Students understood what is alternate? For example, if you are giving the input computer, okay, so it should provide the output C, capital O, small m, capital P, U, capital T, E, capital R. Understood, everyone? The program. If you give input like this, it should produce output like this. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Kindly think logically. You can use whatever the procedure we are already discussed. No, you can use anything and try to give the solution. Okay. This is one homework for you. Kindly do and submit to me. Okay. Everyone noted the question? Alternate characters in capital letters. So we have to process every character, but we have to do alternatively. First character, small letter, next one, capital letter, like this. So even you are giving input everything in a capital letter also, it should produce like this. First character, small letter, next capital, like that it should produce alternatively. Understood, everyone?
Okay, sir.
So this is the way we can get the input from the user. Students, don't forget this input of enter a string. Okay, enter a string or enter your characters, whatever, enter a name or enter your sentence, whatever you can give here. But without mentioning that integer, float, or that, if simply you are using this function, definitely the input will be in the string data type. Okay, that's it. So the next one, so escape sequence. Escape sequence means um, once again we will show you with some example, then only you will understand. Okay, so because we cannot print this kind of single quotes or double quotes in the output, because that will be taken as a string. Okay, so string should be enclosed by either single quotes or double quotes. Okay, if you want to print this single quotes or double quotes, means you have to use this escape sequence. That is inside the string you have to specify. If you want to print single quotes, means you have to specify first the backslash and the single quotes. If you want to display double quotes, means you have to give backslash and the double quotes. Then only these single quotes or double quotes will be displayed in the output. Understood, students? There are a lot of escape sequences are there. Slash n means that will print a new line. Slash t means that will give tab space, right? Four spaces will give. So slash n means that it will go for the next line. Tab space means that is a horizontal space. Four spaces will be given and gives the output. Okay, so everything I will show you now. Uh, okay, right away we will print this. So hi, hello. Uh, we are going to print this single quotation. Okay, okay. If you need to give means we need to give the backslash. Okay, otherwise it will produce an error. So actually we have to give it in a string. Then we can print everything in a output statement, because directly if you are printing means it will produce everything, because print statement will produce everything, but we should give inside the single quotation. Okay, uh, okay, hi, hello. You can see now the color of the input. If I give double quotation, but while printing it will produce an error. Okay, I need to give this hi, hello, I'm fine. Okay, so I need this quotation, I am fine, this quotation I need. But actually when it sees the quotation means it will be taken as a end quotation for this one, starting quotation and the end quotation. But we need this quotation. How to print this quotation means we need a backslash before this. Okay, if you include backslash means it will be treated as a escape sequence, then it will produce an output. Otherwise you cannot print that backslash. Okay, understood, everyone? Without that backslash, you cannot print the single quotation or double quotation. That is the usage
Yes.
of escape sequence. Students understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So see here, I'm going to print this. See, hello, I am fine. But before that, we without a backslash means it will produce an error. Okay. Actually, we closed the string up to this before method. Then it will produce an error here. So this is not a string. It will. This is we cannot understand this one like this. It will show. So kindly do this kind of escape sequences to print a single quotation or double quotation. Okay. And we know that next one str2. So, okay, I will print next one. That is a print slash n. Okay, slash n, comma str1 into 2. Okay, so now what will happen? First time it will print a hi, hello, I am fine. Next time it will insert a new line and will print the same thing for 2 times. Okay, so that is the usage of slash n that gives a new line. Okay, see here. Now the next input will be next line. You see here, next line, and next output will be 2 times. That we are intentionally given star 2. Okay, but slash n produces the new empty line. Okay, see here, this second line will be empty line, so it produces empty. Okay, then slash t, instead of slash n, if I provide slash t, what will happen? I am deleting the star 2. So slash t I am giving. Slash t means tab. It gives a tab space. See, first it will produce a hi, hello, I am fine. Next, it gives a space, horizontal space. Understood, students? Slash t produces horizontal space. Understood, pa, everyone? These are escape sequences,
Yes.
common escape sequences we use in the Python program. Okay. So like this, we given a lot of things. Okay, if you want to print slash also, you have to include two slash. Okay, the first one is like a escape sequence. Second will be output. Okay, so slash quotation means this quotation will be output. Okay, the slash is for escape sequence. So always we will use the slash. Okay, then A is for bell sound, B for backspace, F for form feed, N new line, R for carriage return, that is also new line, slash T for horizontal tab, slash V for vertical tab. Okay, vertical tab means 4 lines will give. Okay, after 4 lines the output will come. Then slash triple O, that is a octal value. Okay, 000. Then XHH for hexadecimal value. Okay, so these are other formats. If you want to use these kind of characters means definitely you should use escape sequences. Okay, understood everyone, students, up to this escape sequence in the string.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that's it about today's class, students. We will see the remaining things in the next class. So kindly practice all kind of programs and try to submit that homework. Okay. So this week MCQ test portion is string manipulation. Whatever we discussed now, that will be included in the question. That is a Wednesday. Coming Wednesday morning, you are going to write the MCQ. The syllabus is string manipulation. Okay. So that's it about today. Thank you everyone. If there is any doubt, kindly ask me and try to submit the question. Okay, that homework. Understood, students? Any doubts?